Hello friends, welcome back. I am Maggie. We're going to make a mess. This is Mess with Maggie. So, I've had a long day. I would very much like to have some very fancy nice food in a restaurant, but my budget does not want me to have fancy restaurant food as much as I do love it. Instead, I'm going to make something that looks like it's really fancy, but it's not actually fancy. It's just fake fancy. I'm gonna start with some ravioli magic that I got at Trader Joe's, because that's just where I go to get starters. Go wherever you desire. You're an adult, you've had a long day. Pour yourself a glass of something. I don't care if you're pouring yourself a glass of ice cold water. Make sure you're hydrating though, that's actually like super important. I'm gonna pour myself some Basil Hayden's. Isn't cooking fun? Skull. Now that we're drowning our demons, go ahead and grab whatever knife you want to open your packaging with, because who can be bothered to use scissors anymore? Rip it open like the madman you are. Then stop and realize this is not the part in which you're supposed to start. Go ahead and place this packet aside. We don't need it right now. I'm going to go ahead and add some garlic herb chicken sausage, because I love it. Find a way to cut into this packet that they say is easy to open, but I'll tell you what, internet, it's not easy to open. God. Jesus, take the wheel. There we go. Alrighty, we've freed our dog. Success. I'm gonna go ahead and use two. I've just preheated the stove to, it's not an oven, so I actually cannot give you a degree. Grab a nice big knife, and pretend like you have knife skills. I don't really know what thickness you want to do. It just kind of depends on whether or not you want something that's a bit more meatier and squishy still, or if you want like a hockey puck consistency. I'm going for something in between. I don't know what I'm doing. However, what I do know is that you gotta be careful of your little piggies, and you want to make sure that you're being aware of where you are cutting. Cut with intent to not harm yourself. We have our meat cut up. Our skillet is preheating. You can use a non-stick skillet if you wanna. I have a cast iron skillet because it makes me seem more like I know what I'm doing, and the flavor is just really nice. Not out of the skillet itself, but of whatever you cook in the skillet. Okay, so this is the part where I think it's important to remind everybody that you should have washed your hands by now. So I'm gonna go ahead and scoop these up and pop them in that thing. I'm gonna take this guy with me so we can see what's going on. All right, friends, so we've got our metal tongs because anything else may melt. I'm gonna go ahead and try and get all these suckers evenly distributed around the pan. Flip that guy. But I'm gonna remain far enough away from the oil in this pan that I don't get burned, hopefully. All right, kids. So we got the sausages doing their thing. Next thing we're gonna do is prepare the ravioli. Now the ravioli are pretty much all ready to go. All they need to do is have a little bit of some TLC time in a pan. The rear burner is on medium-high heat. It's on a 7 for me. Everybody's stove is different. I have an electric range. Wait, yes, no, yes, no, yes, electric. Electric range heats up pretty quickly, so I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. It'll be good to go in a minute. We got these guys. You probably thought that was all of our ingredients. Nope. Shock tester. I think I just aged myself, citing dead memes from the ages past. We'll get to this guy in a second. For now, we don't talk about him. Don't forget to put some olive oil on top of your butter in the non-stick skillet that these guys are going to be going into because you don't want the butter to burn. You might hear the angry sizzling behind me. Don't worry, it is not my maker come to collect me, although I did just hear a mysterious knocking sound, and now I'm scared. Get these guys, they're usually kind of stuck together, so before I pop them in the pan, I try and make sure that they're all as separated as I possibly can get them separated. Let us go on an adventure! We have our butter, doing butter things. There's no technique here. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I just kind of try and coat the inside of the pan like I'm making eggs. Alrighty. And then these suckers, just grab a little handful. Flute. They're not all gonna have a place. Some of them are gonna kind of hover on top of the other ones, and you know what? That's okay. Now to our shallot friend. Be forewarned, these burn your eyes just like any other onion. Be careful to not cut toward yourself, but go ahead and give it a little bit of a score on top. And then peel off that outer layer, because we don't want to eat that. So, with these guys, they're going to shrink a lot, and they do cook very quickly. So if you want something that's more tender, I would opt for a slightly thicker cut. I'm gonna cut that piece about that thick. Oh God, my eyes. Okay, so you can either do what I do when the shallots start to reach your eyes, which is to cut faster and pray to the high heavens that nothing ill befalls your fingers. Or you could stop cutting them like a normal person. If you're watching the secondary footage on this camera, if I have decided to include this, no, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I don't have knife skills, as I have forewarned. But I'm doing my best. Celebrate the little victories! Okay, this little pile looks nice. We're gonna scoot this over here, and we're gonna run away from them because our eyes burn. We're gonna use this as an opportunity to check on things. Okay. Oh, okay, we're gonna do these first, I think. Yeah. Flip these guys. You may not hear this, so I will maybe wait. Whatever, do it anyway. This is my show, gosh darn it, and we all have to learn from our mistakes, don't we? Even if it's on a public forum. Alrighty, let me flip these guys. Oh God, oh jeez, what have we done to this one? I'm a monster. Oh man, this is not the way it's supposed to turn out. It's alright, it's fine, we got it. Oh my Lanta, oh no. Alright, well, you know what, oh gosh. It'll be fine. This is fine. So we learned a valuable lesson just now, which is a couple things. One, no matter how many times you've made something, you're probably gonna make a mistake. That mistake may very well be on a YouTube video that you're trying to make to show people that you're moderately competent. And then you prove yourself wrong. Mom, Dad, if you're watching this, I'm doing fine. Now that I have avoided burning down my apartment or setting off any of these smoke alarms, I'm gonna slice off a tiny bit more butter, just a little bit. I'm gonna pop this back into the pan of monstrosities. Come with me to the Emerald City. Just kidding. So, we've got our shallots and our burnt stuff. Give it a little bit of a shake. Get some of those shallots down to the bottom. Then, find a lid, because you don't know where that went. Okay, lid. Just give that a little bit to heat, do its thing. Come back, hang out, have some more of your whiskey, because this turned out to be a lot more of a quick cook than you thought it was. Now for the thing I'm worst at, plating microgreens. Make a little nest of microgreens. Heck yeah. Look at that magic. Look at that little nest you made. If I was a bird, I would live in that nest. Do we know what we're doing? Nope. And then squish your cilantro shamefully back into its bag. You've now made a mess. The rest of the cilantro. Whatever. Squish it all together, give it some chops, attempt not to cut off your own fingers while you're looking at a camera. And sprinkle it around. You know, we're not really sure what we're doing anymore, but we're just trying our best, and that's honestly sometimes the most you can ask of yourself. The last thing I like to do for this dish is to add a bit of a lemon. The lemon adds a brightness to the dish, which might actually counteract the horrific, burnt, macabre mess I've made. So we've got all of our stuff here. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna plop these in there as though there's nothing wrong with them. No, 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 we did not burn any of these. Add some shallots. I don't know. I gotta make it look like they're all mixed throughout, right? I don't know how to plate, okay? Give me a break. Slice into your janky lemon. Add a little drizzle on top. All in all, I'm proud of us. Yeah. Worth. Whether you're budgeting, whether you're trying to impress friends, doesn't get any better than fake fancy. Thank you guys so much. It is so good to hang out with you on a weekday night instead of just a weekend night when insomnia kicks in. It is 10:34. I've had too much caffeine. I'm gonna go eat this and finish off my Basil Hayden's. Hope you guys have a good night. I hope you have a safe night. If you like this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button. I know, you've heard it a million times from every YouTuber that you love. Every video ends with them asking you to shower them with praise and likes and subscriptions, but it means the world to us. So please, if you like this video, go do the thing. Let me know what you thought about the video in the comment section below, and I will see you guys again soon for another episode of Mess with Maggie. Okay, bye! I'm gonna go eat this now though, like for real. And I don't want to clean up this mess.